The fluorescent lights flickered in the long, sterile hallway of St. Elias Hospital as Daniel, a new night shift orderly, clocked in for his first graveyard shift. Assigned to the morgue, he was told the work would be quiet, just routine checks and keeping inventory. The chill of the basement level clung to him like a wet shroud, and the silence was absolute, broken only by the hum of cold storage units. He moved between the covered gurneys, ticking off toe tags. Each name was a reminder that the hospital never really slept. As he turned to leave, he heard it, a faint dragging sound like something sliding slowly across the linoleum floor. He spun around. Nothing moved. But the sound lingered, retreating into the shadows. The second night was colder. Daniel wrapped himself in his jacket, trying to ignore the persistent feeling that something watched him. The gurneys seemed to shift position every time he looked away. He chalked it up to nerves, until he heard a whisper. A raspy voice just inches from his ear, "Don't leave us." Panic surged through him. He searched every corner, every vent, but found nothing. When he returned to the main corridor, one of the body bags was unzipped halfway. The tag was missing and the bag was empty. He raced to the security office and begged them to check the cameras. But the morgue feed had mysteriously gone black between 2 o'clock and 2:15 a.m., exactly when he'd heard the whisper. On the third night, Daniel brought a crucifix and a flashlight. He wasn't religious, but something evil was buried in the silence of that place. As he walked his rounds, he noticed a door at the end of the hall that wasn't on any floor plan. The brass sign read, "Pathology Archive, Restricted." Curiosity gnawed at him. He picked the lock with trembling hands and stepped into the dark. The air was thick and humid. Shelves lined the room, filled not with documents, but with old, preserved cadavers, some dating back decades. Faces frozen in silent screams. One of the corpses opened its eyes. Daniel ran, but the hallway had changed. It stretched endlessly, filled with whispers and the echoing squeak of unseen gurney wheels. The next morning, Daniel didn't clock out. Staff found his ID badge outside the morgue and filed a missing person report. No trace of him was ever found. But every night since, the same dragging sound has echoed through the basement. A whisper follows every orderly who dares enter after midnight. "One of us now, stay." The hospital remains open, its halls pristine. But deep below, in the coldest place of all, the dead are restless. And every night shift brings the chance that another soul will join them, forever unclocked and forever unseen.